Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Something tells me this is no mere adventure.
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen us.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg. Clapped that there iron on him to keep him from doing.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf. Torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone? You find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off.
Doesn't sound like...
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated.
Only because he doesn't talk battle.
Where to then, Torgal?
Whatever should I write next?
What do you think happened to Mr.
Sid, you have to...
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did...
No. Well, yes, but that's not...
It's Miss Midadol. In...
Well, then...
But...
What?
You...
Right.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid,
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now. I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will...
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, it was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts and few others.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. But they must be remembered. They kept the Institute was...
You, but the Institute... you can... All right.
Mate.
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
What else could it be? Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet? Not exactly.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer... If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
To the sky? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. Don't worry. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from...
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil. Then I'll need some bone. No.
I should speak with one of the Cursebreakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't... All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound. We must move quick.
But where do we...
True. The realm. Sir, and yeah, in short...
But how would one even...
The armies... Sadly, I... But...
Of course, as long... And would you...
No.
Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong?
I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something.
His will?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience.
Well,
Very...
Sid, do you have a moment?
by all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems this an even better.
Well,
Does
and we...
such a thought?
Then we...
The wish.
Sid, I was wondering...
It depends what we're...
A bearer, as you... and so you... No.
Northreach. Suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us a...
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on...
If it...
But okay. Vivian, and I'd be happy to help you find the...
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down...
Please. You have always granted it's only... If you...
But there's something about it. I feel like it's calling to me.
Hippocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
What?
Right. It's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all. This should be enough. It's still here. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, Shield. Son, his... Mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
Here to help me pack. Thanks, but I'll be you. If it's the children, I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if thank you, Clive.
Loop.
What is it, Ferda?
There's been a flood in the Velcroy. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has
Bandits are one. Well,
yes.
Clive, change of plan. The children's tell them to understand. You have to listen to me. They're coming.
How long do we have until these Akashic arrive? Huh?
What do you want?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velk. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale of...
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave...
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square. You may believe his lie.
But why would he lie about something?
Some twisted attempt at revenge. If he had not... What?
Look...
If that... Now...
You're making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Are you looking for something in particular? Thank you for your custom.
Lord Ferda.
Sid.
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they've convinced themselves in which you... Victor?
I couldn't abandon a friend, and Lubor is in need.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted! We may have saved the town once, But this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Just go on. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes!
Go on, then.
Go on!
Just go.
Lubor. Wait. Someone's coming. Go.
Come on! Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smooth?
Allow me to explain the place and now with the both and con all I can as there where I would make a little let's now.
Looks like everyone's ready.
Come on. Run like the wind.
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside?
We can't leave a single one alive.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubo, Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it!
We saved Dalimil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can...
We need... So...
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people if the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept. Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we fail...
Well,